Hello everyone, today I have an Urban Decay haul and little giveaway for you. The giveaway will be at the end, but today I wanted to talk about first the products that I'm wearing on my eyes. I've worn some of these colors from the set that I purchased off Outlook. These are Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Shadow Pencils, and recently I've worn Sin, Rehab, and Juju, I believe. This set is apparently no longer available. Some of my subscribers have told me they couldn't find it, so maybe it's only on Outlook, but whatever the case may be, I purchased another one just in case I really liked these to give away. So one lucky subscriber is going to win a set of these pencils, which I deem awesome. And again, I purchased these off Outlook, which is a company owned by Nordstrom. Nordstrom acquired them sometime last year, and the site basically gives you exclusive access to flash sales on designer products and high-end products like makeup and clothes and shoes. So I highly recommend you guys check it out. There's a link down below if you guys want to check. The shipping is a little slow. People ask me if it's a scam all the time, but I found out about Outlook through my best friend when I first met her my sophomore year of college, so when I was 19. It does take around 2 to 3 weeks to get your products, but it's definitely worth the wait considering the discount. I probably like these even more than the 24/7 Glide On pencils. These are the shadow pencils, so they're in a chubby little stick like this, and you have to use the Urban Decay Grindhouse sharpener to sharpen them. I already had it because of a different set that I purchased before, but if you don't have it, I'm assuming you can find something at Sally's Beauty Supply or Ulta that you can use to sharpen these pencils. My favorite is Juju, which is a gorgeous taupe. I really like Sin as well. Sin is my favorite Urban Decay eyeshadow, so of course I had to love the stick version. Rehab is also a really nice chocolatey brown, but I wish it was a little less frosty. Otherwise, it would be awesome. But it is great to use down below on the lash line because it doesn't provide too much contrast against the lid. And last but not least, the two bright colors. This one is Clash, a really vibrant turquoise. And I'll post swatches of these on my blog, so just check down below in the description box. I'll link the post. And the color that I'm wearing today on my lid is Delinquent, a very shimmery purple. Now, the only bad thing about these shadow pencils is that they do not move. It sets up for maybe 5 seconds and then you can't move it after that. So you have to work very, very quickly. And if you're looking for a really malleable shadow base, I even recommend you use the pencils. Don't use these because they dry down very densely. The shimmers especially are very dry as well. So overall, they don't make the best base, but they make a great all-over eyeshadow color. I really, really love it. And I definitely will be purchasing full sizes of these when I use the little ones. And when Outlook was holding the Urban Decay sale, I decided to pick up the older version of the eyeshadow primer in Eden. I prefer this primer most. This is the new packaging. This is the old genie bottle packaging. The reason why I love Eden the most out of all of the eyeshadow primers that Urban Decay makes, I've tried most of them. I have the full-size version of Sin in the genie bottle packaging. This is a really gorgeous golden primer, and I used to wear this alone as an eyeshadow all the time. I actually am not a fan of their regular eyeshadow base, the little one in the purple bottle, the standard one. I just feel it's hard to blend eyeshadows on top of. I prefer the NARS smudge-proof eyeshadow base to the original formula. But if you're interested in having a shimmery eyeshadow base, the Urban Decay Sin is really good. But again, going back to Eden, I like this the best because it is a matte. And it's slightly nude. It might be too dark for some people, but for most, I think overall this is the ideal eyeshadow primer. It's easy to blend colors on top of. For some reason, it just works better than the original, and I highly recommend this one, which is why I purchased this one to give away, just because I do love this. A lot of people just assume that I don't use mid-range beauty brands like Benefit and Urban Decay and Too Faced and all that. It's just that I don't have enough time to cover everything on my channel. Obviously, I have specific preferences, but that doesn't mean I write off any other brand just because it's not designer or not high-end. Anyway, stay tuned for the giveaway because it's going to be at the end. Before we get into it, I wanted to show you a couple other Urban Decay products that I've been loving. So I finally gave in to a super saturated high gloss lip pencil, and this is in Love Child. It's one of the spring releases, and let me just say I'm absolutely in love. Again, it's the same size and width of a shadow pencil. This is a full-size pencil, and this is one of the travel sized ones that I got from the Outlook sale. And I think that this is one of the best pink lip products that I own. It's very smooth. It is not that long lasting, but the color is gorgeous. It doesn't turn too rosy on my lips. It's a really, really gorgeous pink. So there it is right there. I purchased this one at Sephora for $19, I believe, and it was worth every penny. It's not too much product considering you will have to sharpen it down, but still I recommend it because the formula is really nice. And of course, because I've never talked about the Naked 2 palette on YouTube, I have discussed it or mentioned it here and there, but now for the bottom line. I prefer Naked 2, and that's just because I am sick of all the dust and kitty hair sticking to this. I just dislike felt packaging in general, just because it looks so dirty, but it doesn't mean that I don't like the colors inside. I prefer the Duo eyeliner pencil. I think it is more useful. The brush that came with this Naked 2 palette, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't really like synthetic brushes in general because I don't feel they do as well of a job of blending out eyeshadow colors. So in here I have put an old NARS eyeshadow brush. This is the number 13 crease brush, I believe. And my sister gave this to me. For some reason she didn't like it, but it works really well for popping teas, which is a nude matte. It's a pretty good transition color and it's what I have popped in right here today. So beyond the brush, I have no other complaints with the Naked 2. I really do love it. I think it's a better palette for my personal color preferences in eyeshadows. But I do think the Naked palette layout for the first one makes more logical sense from light to dark. And you know what, this may sound ridiculous, but after I got the Naked 2 and I realized how much I liked it, it made me like the Naked palette, the original version, even more. I wasn't a huge fan of it when it first came out, but the quality is there, and these Naked palettes are really wonderful for those who don't want to spend too much on eyeshadow but really have a wonderful daily wear palette that you can use for work and for nights out. Alright, now for the giveaway. One person is going to win the Urban Decay 24/7 Shadow Pencil Stash, and another person is going to win the eyeshadow primer. So this is going to be the bigger prize and the smaller prize. So I'm going to pick two separate winners. And this giveaway is only for my US residents, unfortunately. Sorry, international guys. I have had mostly international giveaways recently. The giveaway will be open for 1 week only, and you may have unlimited entries. Now for the actual giveaway guidelines. And as usual, I'll post the giveaway guidelines right now so that you guys can read out the instructions. Alrighty everyone, I hope you enjoyed this quick haul and best of luck with the giveaway. I'll see you all very soon. Until then, feel free to reach me on my Facebook, which is facebook.com/thereviewer, or check out my blog, thereviewer.com, for other product reviews. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.